Okay, so here we go. Hold on. I'm coming. There I am. Hello, everybody. Wait, did I get a random? I don't like the frog one. I don't like the frog one. It doesn't feel like it gives good enough rewards. I think the history quiz and other stuff's good. So I've been playing for about an hour. I'm still free to play. So what I'm doing is I'm fly fishing because it's one of the actual decent training methods inside the game. If you're free to play, fly fishing is a good route. My brother's gonna hopefully get me membership in the future. I'm not making any GP, so I don't know. What I do know is I think I'm getting higher EXP rates in this. 17k it says I've gotten in 1 hour. That just doesn't seem right. So I'm gonna check my custom math labs real quick. This doesn't seem right. It seems like I got around 30 at least. Not 1103. I'm getting up there. I'm doing good. But basically, fly fishing, pretty simple. Stay at the fishing spot, cast your line, drop the fish, repeat, 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 repeat. I'm saying I only got 18k in 1 hour. That just doesn't seem right. Alright, I'm updating it now. Let's see, how much per hour for fishing osrs fly? Let's see here. See what they say it is. Fly fishing. Fly fishing. What is the average EXP per hour for fly fishing? I thought it was around at least 30k. I have been at it for about an hour. My rune light is saying 19k. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I don't think this is right. And Crystal Math Lab is still loading. So, and I know I haven't been slacking off. Yeah, so that reset it. Okay, let's try that. Alright, let's try resetting it. Because I haven't logged out once. See, I got an hour and 4 minutes. That means I've been here. So, I don't understand this. Okay, Crystal Math Lab's updated. Wow, it really is about 15k. Yeah, somehow I've managed 15k in 1 hour. Well, 20k in an hour and 4 minutes. But I'm 10k behind. Well, technically, yeah. I mean, I've been doing it, you know. See, that's different now. See, I was saying 359. Like right here on the markers, 359. Now it's 720. But it's 45k. That makes sense. I mean, my Crystal Math Labs is saying 22k. I had about 5k before I updated it. So 22,000 minus 5,000. 17k in 1 hour. Somebody's wrong. I doubt that somebody's wrong. That's really the math. It's really the math. I did it. I did the math. I need 5% math. Okay. Because, I mean, it's not the way. It's not the way. We fish. You know? Come on. No, because I'm only 6 fishing, I get more than 30k an hour. Yeah, I normally get about 30. I know I get better than this. I don't know much. And I've been on it. I'm dropping the fish, like I'm supposed to. And I'm doing good. I don't know. It's fun. That's part of this game. Like sometimes you get on and you get different results. That's the fun of RuneScape. Is sometimes you do really good. Like 111k, 114k. That is not accurate reading. There's no way I'm getting that much. Because if you look at it, there's no way. There's no way I'm getting that much. 118k. Runelight is saying 118k per hour. There's no way. It's funny, you know, it's incorrect math. That's 130. That means I'd level up in like 1 hour. Look at that. Okay, look at the math, 115. There's no way. Fishing takes longer than that. They'll fix this up if you just reset it. I did reset it. I'll try again. Thanks for the help. Alright, let's try it again. Okay, so we're at 3,000 now. 7,200. It should be somewhere around 30 to 40k. That's where it should be. Okay, so that's getting close. It shouldn't go any higher than 40. Or it's just not an accurate reading if it does. Oh, gotta go to the next spot. I love RuneScape. It's a lot of fun. I don't know what to tell you about. I know, 37 there. See, it's getting close. I should go any higher than that. And it is. So I don't think it's accurate. Also, Crystal Math Labs doesn't give me accurate readings the other day either. Like I was trying to check my EXP and I was like, that's just not right. I know I got more than that. So what I'm gonna have to do, I guess, is go back the way I used to track it. Is when I sign in, I'll write down my levels, my EXPs on a notebook, and then I do the math myself because Crystal Math Labs isn't perfect, but it's a good service. I still use it. It's good service. It's just not perfect. Actually, you know what? I haven't signed out. So I got 22k in fishing right now. Mickey, the dog's name is Mickey, by the way. He's like right behind me. It's kind of nice. Okay, so I think if I log out and then log back in, that should update my Crystal Math Labs. So right now it's at 22,140, so I'm going to go ahead and plug that in the calculator. And I'm going to minus, and then whatever that comes up to, that's going to be, I know it's backwards math, but forward. We'll just remove the negative. Because we know it's a positive because it went up. So let me try reloading this. Click the update. Click here, try again. And hopefully, it's still loading. Hopefully it will give me a accurate reading. It's still trying to update. Sometimes it takes several minutes. I don't know why that's the case. It used to take like a few minutes, like 1,000, 2,040. I don't think that's right. I think you go about 1,000 fish per hour, maybe 800, but not 2,000. I can tell because look, this is 124k. It's not doing the math right. RuneLight is not working correctly. It's a good program. It works often, you know. I just kind of need to catch a bug. This is fun. Oh yeah, 9 minutes. I just want to do a progress report. My goal right now is hopefully get membership. If I get membership, I'll train Possibly some more fletching, because that's enjoyable. I really like fletching. Training crafting was fun. Training crafting was a lot of fun. I do enjoy training cooking with wines, so I might do cooking, fletching, and crafting. However, I think I'm going to focus on fletching. And then possibly get some woodcutting guild in, because I really enjoy the woodcutting guild. Cutting willows and drainer it's okay. It's okay. It actually is. The free-to-play version of RuneScape is okay. Like, they do give us a lot of content when you consider it. I mean, it's not as much as members. It's definitely not as much as members, but it's enough content to keep you busy and to keep you signing back in. I think I like free. I do. It's okay. So, let's see, it's Crystal Math Labs. Okay, so it's at 45k. Okay, so minus 45, the exact number is 820. 20,680. I did the math using I gained 22,680 XP. That's okay. This is really around like 30 to 40. So I gotta watch some RuneScape. I mean, some YouTube, which is okay, and listen to music at the same time. So I'm not going as fast as possible. However, I'm doing enough to where I feel that it's still worth playing the game. Ew. Okay. It's actually not that bad. Free to play is not that bad. It's actually fun. So, I think that's what I'm working on. If I get membership back, I'm going to try fletching. Keep playing with farming, that one's fun. I don't really want to do hunter or any construction. I trained construction on Diller with 44. And that's just not something I want to do again. Like, I want to max out this account. That is my goal. However, this might take a lot longer than I expected. This might be like a 10-year project. I might be honestly doing this like when I'm 36. Because if I don't want to do it now, I can always do it in the future, right? And that's true. Anything you don't want to do now, you can always do in the future. What were you training? I was still training fishing. I think that's fine. There's also a lot more I want to do with my life than just play RuneScape. I love RuneScape, don't get me wrong. I love RuneScape. It's one of my favorite things. However, it's not the main focus of my life. And it used to be. So I guess I'm getting older. I do enjoy it thoroughly, though. It's a fun game. A lot of fun. Some of this isn't fun. It's like but it is. It's a job. It's fun. Like, yeah, it's not the most. I was playing physics games earlier, and that was a lot of fun. I used my brain in ways that felt really good. It really did. It's on the Android. It's just called physics games. And what you did was you would draw little lines, and you would try to put this cup in certain areas. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. This is enjoyable too, because it's actually like fishing. Because you gotta be patient enough to get your fish, then you drop your fish. You know, it's like it'd be cool. I think here's an option I think that they should put into RuneScape, and it might take too much time, but maybe like once you got all the fish, right? Let's just imagine that they're still alive. Let's imagine our inventory has a cooler, and all these fish are swimming around. At the end of the cooler filling up, we could dump the cooler back into the river. And they would all like swim back away. You know? Because dropping it on the ground it just seems impractical. Like multiple aspects of life. Like, who would drop their fish on the ground? Maybe by accident, but I don't believe in accident. So, like, realistically, that'd be kind of cool. Like, I'm just imagining this as a cooler. I'm filling up my cooler of fish. And then instead of them going on the ground, which we visually see, as you can see visually see it right there, mine are going back into the river. That's how I can cope with this. I'm not sensibly killing stuff. Does that make sense? I'm just filling up my cooler and then dumping my cooler back into the river. You know, I'm not hurting anything. Because otherwise, if you look at it the other way, it's kind of grim. There's just fish being dropped on the ground. But psychologically, we know it's not damaging because, again, if you look at the way I'm playing, this is my cooler right here. It's my cooler. There's water in there, so they're not dead. And they're not skinned either. Those kind of look skinned, but my fish aren't skinned. They still have their skins and they're still floating around. They're still alive. And then, when I shift drop, instead of them dropping on the floor or the ground, that's me emptying my cooler back into the river. That's how I look at it. That's how I can play it. Otherwise, I wouldn't fish in RuneScape. See, there was a time when I quit fishing in RuneScape because I saw the senseless killing. But I don't see it that way anymore. Because you gotta use your imagination. You really do. That's what makes this game fun. I guess I can buy. I don't play that much of Castle Wars. I think that's what Scylla talking about. I've tried Castle Wars. I tried to go for the Halo, like an angel, and I kept playing games, getting tickets, and I was like, this is taking so long. I don't really enjoy Castle Wars where you fight each other. It's not really. I'd rather just hang out, fish my cooler, dump my fish back into the lake and the river where they swim again. I'm good to go, you know. I don't really got to fight everybody or everything, you know. That's why I really don't want to train combat anymore. Like, I don't. I understand looking at it, you roll the dice. It's a rolling dice game. It's actually what is occurring. You're not actually killing anything, which I'm aware of. I mean, come on, have a conscience. However, like, realistically, like, hitting stuff with swords is just not fun to me anymore. But I haven't done it in a while. I'm surprised I actually said that. Like, it's not fun no more. Like, hitting things with a sword, not fun. I do want to get to Call of Duty, which is basically a first-person shooter, which is just, if you think about it, it's like paintball. Like, that's the best way I can think about it. Because if I try to think of it in a gritty, like, war simulator, that's not something I need for my life, you know? But thinking about it like a paintball simulator, like playing paintball, that makes sense. Because it's fun to shoot people with paintballs, and it doesn't kill them. It doesn't hurt them either. Because, you know, you wear protective gear, and it's fun. Like laser tag. Laser tag's perfectly fine. You're not killing anyone in laser tag. Therefore, I don't think you're killing anyone in Call of Duty as long as your intention isn't to kill. Now, if you sit in front of Call of Duty and you have a different intention, then yeah, it could possibly be sin. However, if you boot up Call of Duty wanting to play some laser tag, because that's actually what it is, that's fine. It's like skating, you know? Skating's fine. Laser tag's fine. Call of Duty's fine. I agree. The new Call of Duty is going to be Modern Warfare, I think they call it. It's not a war game. And I haven't got to play it yet, but I already know it's not a war game. This is so much fun. I enjoy this so much. I'm in free-to-play right now. I miss farming somewhat, but I don't. This is great. This works for me. This is free. This is something I can afford because it's free. And I get to fish. This is great. I am literally virtually fishing. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. And there's other people doing it too. That's what's great about massive online role-playing games. There's other people here. I know there is. Look. Got Perry Boy. ZZ Wart. Is that a herpes joke? I don't know. I'm sorry if I offended anyone. But is that Wart or Warette? Warette? Woet? Woer? Woer? I don't know. Fat Dally 4. I don't know. But what I do know is like, this game's fun. My life is fun. I enjoy my life. I had a lot of fun today. My brother got his truck works on. The APU fix, which is a generator that produces power. That was a lot of fun. I had fun doing that. We waited in the driver's lounge for it to get done, and it's fun. It's just like little things, just becoming. it's like fun just increases when you think about it. The most you've ever had fun will just continue to increase. Because fun always grows. If you ever think you're not having fun, you need to really reflect and look at your life. Like, if you're like, I just don't have any fun anymore, there's seriously something wrong with your life. And it's you. It's not anything around you. It's not any of the activities. It's really not. You just got to reflect, look at yourself, do some introspection, and go, I want to have fun again. And that's fine. To have fun, life is a game to me. It's a lot of fun. It's experiences that correlate together in sequence that are meant to be for enjoyment. That's what the purpose of life is to enjoy ourselves. And if you reach a point, like I said, like you feel like there's no fun, you need to like recalibrate, I guess that's the right word. Look at your own self and go, I want to have fun again. And that's fine. Having fun is a great thing. Having fun is a great thing. You got to trust me on that. It really is. Because fun will always be fun. It's always fun. If you find something fun or funny, laugh at it, you know? Like, I thought that was a herpes joke. I found it very funny. Even though I don't believe in herpes. Like, I don't honestly believe in herpes. I don't believe in any disease or disorder. But that's a whole other thing, you know? I believe it's just illusions. People don't actually understand what they're talking about. You're right. Oh, well, you have this disease or that disease. This means something's wrong. There's nothing wrong. Everyone has a clean bill of health. Like, if you think about it, everyone has perfect health. Because our bodies are functioning in perfect order for us to live and exist. So there's no disease, no disorders. It's like someone trying to come up and rain on your parade. Like, oh, well, this exists. This is where your body malfunctions. No, I don't believe in that. Just like I don't believe in heart attacks. Like, I honestly don't believe in heart attacks. I don't believe in them. I don't believe they actually happen. That doesn't make sense. Your heart is literally created to beat and relax. Beat and relax. Beat and relax. And you're telling me that if it malfunctions somehow, that kills you? That doesn't make sense. It's perfect. It's literally created in perfection because it's literally created by God and Goddess. So our bodies are perfect. That's another one gets me is the obesity thing. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, if you eat a lot of food, you're going to get bigger. That makes sense. Don't eat as much food, you might get smaller. Some people can fast and lose no weight. I'm telling you the truth. Some people can fast and lose no weight whatsoever. Other people can fast for like a few hours and drop pounds. However, you know, some of this makes sense with science, but realistically, like, it's not sin to be too big. There's no such thing as too big as well. You know, like, prosperity is a good thing. If you eat a lot of food, you have a lot of food, and you like eating food, and you get bigger, that's fine. But then they try to come up with all these myths. Well, obesity, heart disease, diabetes, these are things that are going to happen to you. And they say it, like, factually. Like, they can predict the future of a disease. Like, I know for sure that you're going to have these complications if you continue to eat as much as you eat. And that makes no sense to me. That makes absolutely no sense. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't get behind a disease train. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't believe in a pale horse. If you know what I'm talking about, someone out there knows what I'm talking about. I don't believe in pale horses. Like, I don't believe in death. So, I don't like people that do that. Like, excuse me, I like the people. I don't like their sin. I don't like it when they lie about disease. I don't like that part. However, I still love them. You know, they can go on saying, like, you know, well, this really exists because we got scientific evidence. If you do this, like smoking cigarettes, that's a good one. That's a very good controversial topic right now. Smoking cigarettes kills you. That is not true at all. Smoking cigarettes does not kill you. It doesn't cause heart disease because that doesn't exist. Emphysema doesn't exist either. It's a different way, a pattern of breathing. And then they say, oh, we gotta have oxygen. I know someone that had allegedly lung cancer, and they gave her oxygen, but she didn't need oxygen to breathe. She just needed God and Goddess to breathe. She didn't need oxygen. Well, I guess we all need oxygen, but you get my point. Like, they put too much. If you put too much into something, regardless of what it is, to where it becomes everything that everything is, I think you can slip. I think it can become a folly because it's okay that God and Goddess is everything. That makes sense. You know, they're perfect balance. That makes sense. However, if you like medicine overriding them, no, you're in trouble at that point because then we get back to disease. It's like, oh, you need this to survive. Like, for instance, nicotine. Saying you're addicted to nicotine, I believe is a lie. I believe, like in an NA, that we shouldn't call each other addicts. That doesn't make sense to me. You just say your name, like, hi, I'm Zachary. Glad to be here, you know. I've used drugs very thoroughly. I've had very good experiences with them. And I'm pretty wise in drug use. That's how we should start AA and NA. That makes sense. Calling each other addicts, it's just shunning. Because we're not actually addicted to a substance. And we're not addicted to knowledge either. I almost slipped. We're not addicted to knowledge. We're not addicted to drugs. We're not addicted to anything. That's the thing about it. But then they try to tell you, oh, well, you're in denial. No, that's true AA and NA. There's someone saying, I'm not addicted to anything. I always have my free will. There's never been a moment a drug has took over my free will. That doesn't happen. It's just like getting drunk. You never lose your free will. Well, I said that because I was drunk. No, you said that because you were drinking and you told the truth. That's why you said it. It wasn't the booze that forced you to say anything. That's the thing about it. Like, you know, the controversial of, oh, how'd that song go? Tequila makes your clothes fall off. You know, something like that. That's not why she got naked. She got naked because she wanted to get naked. Wasn't it tequila? Oh, drank the tequila, have no free will at this point. No, come on. It doesn't happen that way. We always have our inhibitions. We always have our inhibitions. We always have free will. That's why I don't believe in blackouts either. When someone tries to tell you blacked out, it doesn't make sense because like, I didn't black out. I have a different memory than you have. That's fine. I didn't black out. I still have memory. My memory is this. Your memory is that. There's difference. Oh, but you blacked out. No, that doesn't make sense. We have two different pieces of the pie that come together, and if we don't fight about it, like saying we blacked out, and actually put it together, we'll actually have more of the memory. Huh, calling about something. Doing a recording. Thank you for being here. This one's going to be kind of long. But these are good for me. See, this is talk therapy for me. And Kylie the jellyfish. Hi, Kylie the jellyfish. Very informative and inspirational in my life. Yeah, just record. Get in front of the camera and start recording. It makes sense. It makes so much sense. It really does. And yeah, there's some recordings of me that I was angry. That makes sense. I get angry sometimes. I'm not supposed to. That's what I focus on. I'm not supposed to get angry. But even look at those. Those are kind of funny. I mean, so what? I ranted. It's pretty funny. Doesn't mean I'm crazy. It means I was expressing myself through anger and coping through it. By calling everyone a fucking cunt. It's hilarious when you think about it. I was at the point I thought everyone was a fucking cunt. Someone's been there. I know someone's been there. And I know cunt's like a no-no word. We're not supposed to say cunt because it's, you know, it's provocative and it's vulgar. You're not supposed to call people local things. I understand that. I'm aware of that. That's why I'm very articulate with my tongue. So I'm very grateful that someone at Seaside Hospital actually amended it by saying, hey, you're very articulate. Because I am. I'm very articulate. Everyone is. See how I didn't slip into vanity right there? Because it could have been all about me, but it's not all about me. My life is about me, that's true. However, my life is also about me and everything and everyone that's in it. Does that make sense? It probably makes sense to someone. So like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because we're supposed to be humble, you know? Yeah, I'm still fishing. This is fun. I enjoy this. This is fun to me. To some people, they'd be like, this is a job. It's okay, but you know, but to me, it's fun. I'm getting to fish. I'm enjoying it. And I'm getting somewhere around the reasonable EXP that I'm supposed to get per hour. I was getting like 25, so let's get 35. Like, sign in and do my work. Please pay me correctly. It's not 912k an hour. I know that. I'll be zooming through these levels. Okay. Anyone that's new to RuneScape, here's your fishing XP. See next level at? That's when you level. Okay, I'm currently getting 35k per hour. And I got 151, 658 to go. So, do the math. That's what I love about this game. There's math too. It's like working a shift. 151 divided by 658. I got my math wrong. 151, 658 divided by. They're saying we're getting 35,000 an hour. So I'm looking at about 4.33 hours of total level. And that's an experience. Because dedicating yourself for 4 to 5 hours to get really a number, it's worth it. To some people, it's worth it. To other people, not worth it. To me, it's worth it. And to him, too. Look, he's cooking. Or she. Some people, they play as different characters. Like, for instance, when I played Jade Empire, I played as a woman. And that's okay. If you're a man, you have a female character, that's fine. If you're a female and you have a male character, that's fine as well. Because you're not doing anything wrong by... You know what I mean? Because you gotta honor your father and mother at the same time. You gotta be willing to be a man and a woman at the same time. I think that makes sense. It does. I mean, we know what our gender is. Like, that's, you know, defined by, you know, what we have down there, you know, our sexual organs. That makes sense, you know. So I'll always be a man because I have the sexual organs of a man. That makes sense, you know. That's my calling of nature, to be that aspect. But I also know I have both inside of me because I came from man and woman. You know, I know I have my mom in me, my dad in me, so I can feel what a woman feels. I can feel what a man feels. Physically, I'm a man. That makes sense, you know. That's why I keep it, you know, straight. I act as a man, but I can also act as a woman, and it's okay because I come from both. Just like I believe in God and Goddess. That makes sense. God's a man, Goddess is a woman. That makes a lot of sense to me. It's very easy for me to understand that. I've reached that point because otherwise it's sexist in my opinion. Like, if you only believe in God but you don't believe in Goddess, it's like not believing in your mother, in my opinion. Now, to some, it makes sense. It works for them. That's fine. If it works for them, that's fine. Me, not so much. I gotta have a goddess. The reason being is, when I have a goddess, it makes so much more sense, because then you get the door for holy matrimony. God and goddess are married to each other. That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. You make a heart, you got God, you got goddess. It makes sense. You know? And they come together as love. That makes sense. My parents came together as love. That's how I got here. That makes sense. There is no way I'm getting 1.2 mil. Come on. It's funny. It's bugging, which is kind of fun. It's fun to catch bugs. I think we'll run this for about an hour. Well, 32 minutes. I normally do them about 25, but I feel like I'm actually saying and edifying, so I think I'm going to continue. I'm really enjoying myself, and I can look back on this one. I think I'm proud of it. But, like, this is fun. I enjoyed this. There's people that enjoy RuneScape, and we enjoy it very much. It's not an addiction. I've learned that. This one thing I've learned is you can't actually be addicted to video games. It's impossible. Because for you to play video games, you got to pick up the controller, you got to pick up the mouse, you got to pick up the keyboard. There's effort there. You know what I mean? It's not just like, oh, I can't put the controller down. That's a good game. If you feel like you can't put the controller down, that's a good game because you're engaged in it. That's like, oh, I can't put my marriage down. That's a good thing because I feel engaged in it. Does that make sense? That makes sense. That makes sense to me. And no one's addicted to marriage. I know that much. You can't get addicted to marriage. If you can't get addicted to marriage, you can't get addicted to anything. You can't. It's impossible. Like, another controversial one is workaholic. Someone that works too much. That's literally impossible because all life is work and play at the same time. God and Goddess always gives us the ability to play in our work and work in our play at all times. So there's never a moment when we can work too much, in my opinion. In my opinion. You know, moderation is important. If you feel like, you know, you feel like you work too much, that's fine. You know, use some moderation and play some more. Yeah, that makes sense. The harder you work, the harder you get to play. The harder you play, the harder you get to work. Or easy. The easier you work, the easier you get to play. The easier you play, the easier you get to work. Because, you know, it's balance. Yay! Seen it already. Have you seen A Quiet Place? A Quiet Place. I like quiet. I like quiet and quaint. I think that's like Old English. Oh, I was reading this book earlier. This is the Adventures. Hold on, let me make sure I get it right. This is the Adventures in English Language, English Literature. Here, you can see the pictures. It's got all kinds of stuff in here. It's got poetry, which I love. I love poetry. I thoroughly enjoy poetry. It's got people, and then writers, and then death on it, how they lived. I don't believe in plagues. Commentary. As you see, it has the actual. Got the actual poetry in there. You can see it. You know. Got the line numbers. It's done rather well. And I can understand it. I don't believe in the Lord. I don't believe in hoarding either. Yeah, the Victorian age, I approve. That's like Gothic. Victoria Goth, I approve. 1832 to 1900 is what they say. But, you know, I'm always trying to educate myself. I think everyone is when you think about it. That's another thing. Someone comes at you saying you're not intelligent, don't believe it. There's no reason to believe they're lying. Because everyone has intelligence. Everyone's smart when you think about it. Everything's smart too. Like dogs. Dogs are highly intelligent. I know they have a conscience. I know they have souls. And yeah, no, don't go with that one. They come at you and say you're dumb. You ain't gotta listen to it. You can be wise and say, hey, I'm not dumb. And I know that you're lying to me when you say that I'm dumb. Or people try to tell you you can't understand something or you're confused. Those are lies. We're never confused because everything that we're supposed to know, everything that's supposed to be revealed to us, is revealed to us by a higher power that completely understands the universe. Completely. We know part of the whole. And I am Illuminati. We know part of the whole. Part of the whole. And what teaches us is the whole. And the whole knows and understands the entire whole. So there's no possibility for confusion. And I hope this is helping someone. And I feel that it is. And it's a good practice for me. Because I want to be president one day. I really do. I think I could run the United States of America. Or a country. Just put me as a country leader. I think I really could. It's been my goal for a long time to be president. I want to be the president. My brother thought he was the president there for a little bit. If he thinks he can be the president, I can be the president. It's not crazy to think you're the president. Think about it, because in a democratic society, and I know we're getting into politics, hang in there. In a democratic society, which we're in, the United States of America, that's what it is. You know, you can say Democrat or Republican, whatever. Democratic society, which we're in, focus on it. We all vote, so we're all the president when you think about it. I know Donald Trump's his own person. That still makes sense, and we can have duality concept because we can understand that he's his own person, which he is, and because we vote, we're literally the president. We're all president. That's how democracy works. Because that's how he knows how to work. So, okay, they voted this or that. You know. That's how he knows how to work. That's how being the president works. Really, all you're doing is being a servant of people that are voting and how they feel. You're supposed to be in tune with empathy to literally feel everything that the country feels, and anyone can do that. Like right now, I feel the entire country. And I feel that we're in a good mood. It's a great thing. Yay, we got a star. I approve. You already free to play? I'm free to play. I like it. Okay, now here's another thing. I wrote a thesis when I was in 5th grade. How pain doesn't actually exist. Now how I wrote it was a misunderstanding of knowledge. But I've shifted from that opinion. I don't think it's a misunderstanding of knowledge. I think it's a denying of knowledge. Because pain doesn't teach. Pain doesn't exist in my opinion. Anytime I've ever felt pain, if I can reroute my brain and go, what I'm actually feeling is a different type of pleasure, and it still is pleasure, my pain goes away. It just vanishes. It's no longer part of it. Like anytime I stub my toe, if I'm like, I stub my toe, what I'm actually feeling is me connecting with something with my toe at a higher rate of force, which can be disturbing sometimes when we don't even disturb it. At a higher rate of force, therefore there's more of an impact, therefore there's more feeling, therefore there's more pleasure. My stubbed toe doesn't hurt. Like my mom said, she's like, I stubbed my toe the other day and it didn't hurt at all. Like, not one bit. And I said, ow, like a habit. And I was like, I knew I did something wrong when I said ow. Which is true. She basically made a mistake when she said ow, because it's not a habit we actually need. Like people that are in pain. Well, I'm in a lot of pain. I'm in a lot of pain. It's like, really, you're psyching yourself into it, because pain doesn't actually exist. And I've thought this since 5th grade. And I struggle with it because other people want to say it exists. They're like, well, you don't understand. If you were in as much pain as me. And that's a cop-out. If you were as much pain as me, if you were in much suffering as me, you'd understand suffering. That doesn't make sense. Because we're not supposed to suffer. We don't suffer each other, you know? You're not supposed to
have one suffer for you. That doesn't make sense. Like, for instance, my dog, well, our dog, rather, he's everyone's dog. His name's Mickey. He's currently laying next to me. I don't want that dog to suffer for any reason at any point, because I don't believe it teaches anything. I want him to be the most happiest dog it can ever be, permanently, forever. You know, everlasting life, happy at all times, 100%. If his happy bar is this, I want his happy bar 100% at all times. Because I don't want him to suffer. That doesn't make sense. So for me to tell him, well, if you suffered as much as me, you'd understand. No, see, that doesn't make sense to me anymore, because remember, I want his bar to be at 100% happy. So what I should really be saying is, if you were as happy as me, you would understand happiness. And everyone can understand happiness because everyone has been happy at least once in their entire life. They've had hope at least once in their entire life. They've had faith at least once in their entire life. You know, they felt grace. You know, everyone's felt this. Because anytime anyone feels good emotion, which is like happiness, joy, love's a very good one. Everyone feels it at once. It's a collective union of expression of feeling across everybody. Everyone feels it at once. That's why it always grows us. That's why love is always love, and that's why we always grow in love. You can't grow in hate. I know that much. You cannot grow in hate. And realistically, if you think about anger, this is another thesis I have about anger. Anger doesn't exist. People say, oh, you pissed me off. That doesn't make sense to me. Or I did this because you did this to me. No, that doesn't make sense. What you're trying to do is blame your own free will on someone else and then trying to claim it doesn't exist. Because realistically, nothing should cause you to become angry. Ever. And I've had my bouts with anger. I've been angry. I've said things in anger. I've done that. I'm a human being. I've done that. However, what I've learned in my anger is the fact that it's no one else's anger. It's only mine. So if I'm like, so-and-so pissed me off, I'm lying at that point. Because I didn't get pissed off at what so-and-so did. I got pissed off at what I did, and then allowed myself, instead of going, whoa, wait a second. Use some tolerance and some temperance to find a good emotion so I can chill through this. Instead, I'm going to try to fight. And then blame it on so-and-so because they pissed me off. See, it's not the right way to be. Now, if I'm like, okay, so-and-so's doing something I don't like, I've already said I don't like what they're doing, let it go at that point. Be like Bob Marley. Just let it go. Just like Jesus Christ. If you need Jesus Christ to understand it, let it go. Just turn the other cheek. I already said I don't like it. I don't have to explain to you what you're doing is wrong, because you already know you're doing something wrong. Anytime you've ever tried to explain to someone why they're doing something wrong, they know immediately when they get caught. Every moment. Like people that lie, they're like, you're lying. And then they say, no, I'm not. And you know that's a lie too. And like, you're still lying, you know. No, not like I am now. That was slander. Get it together, Mickey. You know, okay, so you know. When you want to try and set an example, you try to teach your sin. Go get it together. Can't teach anything in sin. It's just to be holy, right on. See, I can communicate with the dog telepathically. I know that. And it's not crazy, because we all feel consciousness. We always feel conscious. And my point is this. The only reason we know sin as sin is because, you know, God got us, obviously. And the Holy Spirit. And every time we know it's wrong. There's never been a moment I've ever sinned and didn't know it was wrong. There's never been a time I've been tricked into sin. I have never been tricked into sin. I have never, ever been tricked into sin. Anytime I've ever sinned, it's because I chose to sin. It wasn't because of anyone else. I can't sin with anybody. I can't be tricked into sin by anybody. You can never be deceived. Like scams. That's a good example. Scams, right? Someone steals something from me. Or my phone is stolen. And the guy was going on trying to say that I shouldn't trust people. That was not the lesson to be learned. I trusted for me to be able to put my property in a certain place. And when I came back, my property would be there. They had a different opinion. They thought, well, I'll just take it. Which is technically theft. Because it wasn't theirs. They didn't earn it. It wasn't theirs. They did not earn it. So, my issue isn't with having issues with trusting thieves. That's not the issue. It's trusting people, and that's still not an issue because I still trust people. I'll still leave if I could do it again, I'd do it again exactly how I did it. And hope that that person doesn't steal. I wouldn't take it away from them and be like, no, I'm going to remove free will. I'm going to put my phone in a locked case that's you can't get to, that's going to have all kinds of gadgets on it that makes it even harder for you to get to. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put my phone exactly down in the same spot and do it exactly again how I did it, because I did nothing wrong. By charging my phone, I did nothing wrong. They're the one that chose to steal. That was wrong. And if I could do it again, I'd put it there, and you know what would happen the second time? They wouldn't pick it up, because they'd already learned from their sin. They wouldn't steal again. They'd be like, wow, that didn't feel good when I stole that phone the first time. Now I'm getting a second chance. It's the same phone. It's the same experience. And I'm not going to take it. Because they're not going to steal twice. Because you can't steal twice. That's the thing. You can't do the same sin twice. Because if you were able to do the same sin twice, you wouldn't be here. That's why anytime you've ever sinned, it's not repeating it. That's the thing about, I don't like that concept of it either. Like, you don't repeat sin. What you actually repeat is truth. Each time you do good, you repeat truth. Each time you do good, you repeat truth. You can't repeat sin. Sin doesn't, it's not meant to be. So like, someone's like, oh, well, and also I don't like calling people thieves. I don't. Because if you stole once, that doesn't make you a thief forever. See? See how we got out of that sinner concept? If you sin once, that doesn't make you a sinner forever. And you're not going to be a sinner forever because that's wicked. It's a wicked thought. I'm sin, that's all I'll ever be. That's a wicked thought. Get out of that when you don't need it. Because you're not sin. Sin is something that you did wrong. That's not your entire being. Because if it was, you wouldn't be here. And no, I don't mean hell. I don't believe in hell. I'm with the Mormons on that. They don't believe in hell. I don't believe in hell. I'm pagan, so I study all religion. I don't believe in hell. It doesn't make sense. We don't need a place for all the bad to go that will be sealed forever, but it's all bad and they can't get out. Because we can always make amends. If I do something wrong, like for instance, I had some preserves, which I thought it was just, a family thing. Opened the preserves, ate some preserves. She wanted them replaced. That makes sense. I ate some of them, so it's reasonable for me to donate back. They were donated to me, pretty much, because I was able to have them, and it wasn't theft. It was charity because they were open. Like, I opened them, It was open to me, is my point. With my peanut butter and preserves, that's what I'm talking about. So I ate some peanut butter and preserves that were my sister's without asking. Now, it wasn't technically theft because she's cool with me eating them, but she was like, replace them. That makes sense. It's like, if I smoke some of your cigarettes and I have money for cigarettes, I'll throw her some cigarettes. It makes sense because it's charity. So I realized that it's charity. Kind of butted head with a little bit. She tried to tell me that it was contradiction to have scripture when I'm pagan, but it's not contradiction because we study all religions, therefore scripture is good to us. Just like it's good to anyone. It's a good scripture. It helps everyone. That's part of being pagan. In scripture, I'm referring specifically let me get back in frame here, to the Bible. Which I've read. I think I've read the entire Bible. I'm pretty sure I have. Because I've studied it very thoroughly. Now I'll move on to the Quran. I've been reading the Quran. There's a lot of peace and love in there. And there's a lot of structure that it's good. It's like the Bible. It really is like the Bible. Muslim told me that. It's like the Bible. It really is like the Bible. So he kept trying to tell me. I told that man, I said, I will read the Quran for you. But really, I'm doing it for myself, too, So I have an obligation to read the Quran, which is fine. It's a holy text. It's perfectly fine. Got God and Goddess on there. And then you just got to look for it sometimes. So you edit a version where chalk out Goddess. You're not fooling me. You're not fooling me. You don't put Goddess, that doesn't mean she don't exist. That means you didn't mention her, which is your own sin, not mine. I know that much. People that try to say Goddess don't exist, whatever. You can keep lying about it, but it doesn't change it, You can't. That's the beautiful thing about anything that's holy, and that's a Catholic word. Somewhat. It's a Christian word too, but it's also a Quran word too. Anything that's holy can't be destroyed, right? So, maybe people should quit trying to destroy stuff that's holy, Because it's never going to work, It's never going to work. That's why I don't like slander about Hitler. Talking about he was burning Torahs. He was burning Torahs. He wasn't burning Jews. Come on. But, the Holocaust was real. We have evidence of it. You have evidence of work camps and concentration camps that were for educating, basically, re-educating people, giving them jobs, and teaching them how to work in society. They were society camps. But y'all try to claim they're death camps. Oh, well, we found gas chambers and we found... That doesn't make sense to me. What they actually found were showers that they then lied and said that they would pump gas through the shower and kill someone. What would be the point of that? Think about it. You've acquired more population, if you want to call them prisoners. You're going to use that to your advantage. You're not going to kill them off. That doesn't make sense because they can build stuff. They know how to study. They know how to work. They know how to do things. So you're going to use it to your advantage. What Hitler was trying to do was build Germany. He wasn't trying to destroy Germany. That's why I don't believe any of the genocide lies. I don't believe them. Death camps, those are lies. He hated Jewish people. That's also a lie. His mother was Jewish. Hitler's mother was Jewish. And then the whole thing, he got abandoned in a dumpster. That's a lie. He knew his mother. Obviously. I mean, come on. It's like, I know the real history, and I am a Nazi, and I enjoy it. Nazi just means we like our paperwork. That's pretty much it. It's a political movement, yeah, and then swastika is a sign of balance. Draw out a swastika, you realize there's balance. It's like a symbol with a symbol that goes together, and it makes balance. Similar to the scales, when you think about it. If you draw out scales, those feel balanced. If you draw out a plus, like mathematics, you see how that one's balanced? It's similar to swastika. You know? And I've gave up my I'm superstitious of the, now they're calling it heartogram, where it's a heart, and then like another symbol inside of it, with another symbol inside of it. Those are just symbologies. There's no symbol that's evil. See, and if you get to the point where you're like, oh, I saw this symbol, that means I'm in trouble, there's a lot of evil here, you're misguiding yourself, because you're allowing superstitions to rule your life, and we're never supposed to be ruled in fear. It's even in the Quran so far, bro. It's a peace and love, not a fear of God and Goddess. So I'm already learning that too. You know, we're not supposed to be afraid of what created us, ever. And they always know when we make mistakes. They'll always be there with us. So we can't hide our mistakes. So we just, you know, be responsible and amend it anytime we make a mistake. Because we can always amend anything. We can always rebuild things. Relationships, cars, people, places. I mean, come on. If we can rebuild all that kinds of stuff, then we can rebuild anything. That's why you shouldn't give up. Okay, like maybe, an example, like, maybe you told your best friend a lie or something. Okay, but that's not the end of the world, you know? Just be like, hey, tell them something that's true. You don't even gotta say sorry. Just tell them something that's true. Because when they hear truth come from your lips, like, that's my friend talking, you know? You know, I don't personally believe in demons. I don't believe demons exist, just like I don't believe Satan exists. Just like I don't believe the devil exists. The reason why I don't believe in these things is because to me they're lies. Because it's a lie of free will. Everyone has free will. There is nothing that would ever be evil to the point that it can control someone else to where they had no control. That's not possible. That's why I gave up the entire concept of voodoo. Because it imposes free will. That's why it doesn't work. That's why I don't use it anymore. That's why I never used it, because it never actually did anything. You know? And what I've learned is free will is always free. No one can change it. You can negotiate, you can persuade. Persuasion is a good thing. Negotiation is a great thing. Like, what would you like to do today? Well, I'd like to fish in RuneScape. See, good negotiation, persuasion. This is actually what I'm doing. And it's almost 5 a.m. My point is, you can't actually impose free will. It's perfect. And it'll always be perfect. Everyone has the ability to make choices. Everyone does. Including kids, including infants, including fetuses, including dogs, including everything and everyone. Everyone and everything always has the ability to make choices. And choices, obviously, are what make us who we are. Everyone has a choice. What else can you say? I'm trying to get to 81. I'm on my way. See, that's encouraging. Mouse is getting a 60 today. You know, he's happy. He's like, I'm getting a 60. I'm gonna get there. Or I hope you do. I hope you do. See, there's a hope. I hope to get to 81. I might just make this video as long as it takes to get to 81. Okay, just keep listening to me talk. We're at 55 minutes. I think I got plenty of storage space. I should. Let me double check. Oh, I might not. It's going down pretty quickly. Oh, it's about a gig an hour. I remember that now. It's about a gig every 25 minutes. Gig every 30. I got 6.8 gigs. Let's see if we got enough time. I got 6.80 divided by 2. I got 3.4 hours that I can record without deleting anything. And I really don't want to delete anything right now. So, that's inaccurate math. That's what I love about this game. You can do math. It's great. So 40K. We got 132,000. 132,000 divided by, I'll say about 40. 3.3. I'm not going to have enough to get there. However, we'll just cut this as long as we keep it. Another beautiful thing about this doing this is I know I'm inspiring someone. Someone's going to watch it and be like, I got something from that. And thank you so much that I got something from that. And now I know a little bit more. And that's good. I know some of my videos, actually all my videos I'm proud of. Like, I really am. You know, I get on a little tangent sometimes, but I enjoy it. And it's part of my life that I can go back and watch. So, like what Kylie said, she's trying to lie and say that she has memory problems. Kylie, we know you don't got no memory problems. You really don't. Memory's perfect. You know, I'm not trying to shine it. I'm really not. And you know that I really care about you. Because I think I've made that point pretty clear. But the point I'm trying to make is she made a point that you can look back on it and relive those memories, and it's true. That's part of recording. Is you can go back and relive memories. It's like photographs or art, you know. So if I didn't shine you, I feel like I didn't shine you. But for the record, Kylie the Jellyfish, a YouTuber, she's great. She's a really good person. She loves hair. She's trustworthy. And she's inspirational to me. You know, I watched her record, and it reminded me of how much I loved recording when I was a child. My dad had a camera, which I think I've already stated this in a video before, but I don't know if I actually got that one to upload. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. And seeing her doing it, and she gets up in there and she just talks sometimes. And that's a really great thing, because it's talk therapy, but as she goes, she teaches you how to do hair. I mean, come on. I mean, I don't really have... I'm teaching you how to play RuneScape, somewhat. Teaching my life a little bit, you know. Hanging out with my dog, which is kind of nice. Our dog. I say our dog, because it is our dog. And hopefully this helps someone. Because I know I'm doing it for... Yay! Say good morning. Good day, everyone. You know? Good day / night. You know? It's technically night and day. Everyone. It's 5 a.m. Sun ain't come up. It's still night, but it's morning sun because 5 a.m. was when they get up for work. Good day, night, everyone. Huh? Always lies, but I don't know my ears. Yeah. Even dogs can lie, which is kind of upsetting. They can. I'm not supposed to. That's what we focus on. I'm not shouting. I know that you've told a lie before, because I caught you. And we can communicate with dogs, I know that much. We communicate with everything and everyone. We just gotta remember that. And always remember that everyone has these religious gifts that are shared. They can never be stolen. You never lose them. They don't get suspended either, come on. I know, you told me what. What is that? Somebody said I know. Like in my language, which dogs can understand language perfectly. You know, so talk to a dog like it's your best friend because it can actually understand everything you're saying. Even at a young age, isn't that right, Mickey? Yeah, Mickey does. And then Mickey, because it kind of looks like Mickey Mouse. Which I actually like the name. But, let's see where we're at. Alright, we're going on about an hour. We'll do about 1 hour, 10 minutes. I saw PewDiePie play for about hour and 30 minutes. So he was playing Papers, Please, which is a fun game. I tried playing it again. It was okay. It's basically where you play as a like a border pass person. Like you look at passports and then you make sure that they're telling the truth. And then if they're telling the truth, you stamp their card as true. If they're lying, you stamp it as a lie. But it's a simple concept, but it's engaging because it's actually what we're looking for. We're always looking for the truth, and it's a really good Nazi joke because they're always joking about it being a Nazi, which is kind of funny because he got on there and played Papers, Please, which is basically a Nazi game when you think about it. So it's kind of funny. I enjoyed that thoroughly because I am a Nazi, so it's funny to me. I enjoyed it very much. And who knows? PewDiePie's possibly a Nazi too, but Nazis aren't bad people, just like any type of person, they're just not bad people, any type of society, like Freemasons, we're not bad people, Illuminati, we're not bad people. Society is made up of good things and good people, and things meaning all of creation, and people being part of all creation, and that's what we gotta remember. Don't get bugged out about the Illuminati, because they're good people. Don't get bugged out about Knights Templar, because they're good people, They're all good people. That's what makes society, is people coming together, doing good for the good of everyone. That's a society. That's how you create societies. And I'm part of all of them, in my opinion. Because any society I've ever been placed in, or any society I've been a part of, I did well. I did nice things for people. People have done nice things to me, which is charity, so we're always in church when you think about it. I mean, yeah, you might have your church ordered for Sunday, and that makes sense. It's when you all come together for communion of church, and that's a beautiful thing. However, we're in church every single day. Every single moment of our life, we're in church. Wherever you're at. That's why I like calling Walmart the Church of Walmart, because it literally is a church to me. It has goods and everything, but every time I go in, I feel like I'm at church. So I call it the Church of Walmart. That's the same, just like I'll call the truck stop the Church of whatever. If it's Love's Truck Stop, I'll call it Church of Love's. Because we're at church. When I was telling Paige, we sitting out there smoking cigarettes. It's like, welcome to church. Kept saying everyone was coming in. I was saying, welcome to church. Because we're in church. We're always in church. I believe in the Lord concept. Thought it said something like that. My Lord, and I'm not into that. Yeah, come on. Pepper. I'm hungry. I'm gonna have a turkey sandwich. It sounds good. It does. So I really enjoyed this video so far. Hopefully it uploads. That's what we're going for. Hopefully it uploads. I've said some good things, which is good. And I think we'll keep going a little bit. And make this one about an hour and 20 minutes. See if I have any more topics. It's gonna take me an hour and some to watch it back. I think I'm just gonna upload it, so I'm gonna do. I'll just upload. Some people are really good at editing. I want to learn how to edit. I don't feel like I need to. I need to because I want to. Does that make sense? Yeah, it makes sense. I need to because I want to. I really, really want to learn how to edit because it looks fun. And getting to do your bits more than once, that sounds fun to me. It's acting. So everyone that's a YouTuber is an actor and actress when you think about it. And a person. Do a good deed. Good deeds are important. I think that's what it said, good deed. I think that's what it translates to. This 3 is an E. It's a good deed. So good deeds are important. I think I'm gonna cut it here. I think I'm gonna have like a turkey sandwich or something. Yeah, I think I'll cut it here. Hope y'all enjoy. Ignoring event, so bad, so something. Alright, I hope everyone has a good time. Hope you enjoyed it. It's been a let's play / chit chat / please press the like button. I do enjoy getting likes. Press the subscribe button. That'd be great. I'll try to bring more content like this, just chilling out, playing some RuneScape, conversating. I hope that you enjoyed it. I know that I enjoyed making it, and I've had a lot of fun making it. So, thanks for watching.